Welcome back to another episode of Hoop Historians, episode 4 to be exact. I'm here with Ray, White Boy Chris, and this is the show where we put
Oh,
basketball in proper perspective. So, before we get into the show, man, what's up with y'all boys, man? What y'all put on, man? Let's get a little, let's just have a little shoot the shits.
hiding in the house, G. I ain't going back out there.
It's cold, and bitch, I know y'all hear the howling wind. I mean, my
I
sister
was
had.
out there earlier. After I got done with Uber, I was out here in Allen Outlet, man. Wind slap you in the face.
Oh, so you waited till the last minute to do all your shopping, basically? What you
Oh
saying?
no, I've been we was doing Secret Santa, and my sister gave us like the names we supposed to have last minute, like at the beginning of this week, really. So I've been really all week been trying to search for this stuff, and I was like, man, I've been going to stove after stove and cannot find these items.
Yeah. Shit, I've been babysitting my two little nephews. Ooh, I'm so happy my sister and them back. Shit. But
It's practice.
ah, I guess we finna get into it on that note. So on today's episode, we're gonna be talking about the East and the top well, I guess we could talk about who's the top team in the East for real. We know the standings right now. Let me uh let me pull up the standings. Hmm. I know it changes damn near on a daily basis. You got Milwaukee at 1, Celtics at 2, Cleveland 3, Brooklyn Nets at 4, 76ers at 5, Knicks at 6, and then 7 through 10 is Miami, Pacers, Hawks, Raptors. But there's no point in talking about them. But what sticks out to y'all? Top of the East.
Let me go back and look at it so I can remember the order.
Bucks, Celtics, Cavs, Nets,
Let's Sixers next.
and Sixers, and then Knicks. I guess we could start with the Knicks since
I'm
I don't
finna
want
say
to be
I was just
talking.
about to say that's what the other day when I was telling you they was playing the Bulls, you like I ain't watching that game.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, come on, bro, the Knicks.
That was man the second game they played against the Bulls it was ugly, but that first game they went to overtime. It was a pretty good game.
It's just
We need to
I
talk
don't.
about we need to talk about Levine and what his future holds because they talking about they locker room got into a shouting match and it got intense and Levine won't out now.
Uh, if I was them, I'd just blow all this shit up, bro. Vucevic really was the worst
After one good year,
that happened.
Well, ever since Lonzo got hurt, that's when they whole little train just
went to the
been
shit.
stuck on the
No,
tracks.
that's what they blaming it on. They can't play
Well,
no
no, I'm saying
defense against big.
far as when they was looking their best when Lonzo was there. When Lonzo got hurt, I don't know. It's like they can't operate without him.
I mean, they no, I ain't going with that. I think they just don't have good post defense. They can't guard the paint. Like they can't guard nobody. Like they have no rim protection really.
Who
And
they
then you look
facilitator
at
right now?
huh?
Who they facilitator right now?
That's true too. They need facilitating, but I feel like it, Lonzo come back. I don't feel like he's solving their problems. I
Not
still
right
think that.
away. Like not no. I ain't saying he a right away problem solver or nothing like that, but he would like that's a better defender you bringing back. That's a primary ball handler you bringing back. Those two things they missing right now.
Let me see where the. Let me see
They
what's
literally in
going.
the last play. Well, yeah, the last playing spot. I want to say that's the last playing spot.
Chicago?
They number 11. Ain't that? Is that the last playing spot?
Nah, it stops at 10.
Oh, okay. Well, they right out the playing spot then.
They recent loss. Yeah. Well, they just beat Atlanta. They just beat Atlanta. I think Atlanta trash too though.
Yeah, Trey Young is having his worst year yet. Um, if it was a nice experiment at first, but I just don't think that's gonna work between him and Murray.
I don't think it's not even that. I just think he don't have his head on right. If you go back to
There's a
last
lot of stuff
year,
going on. They coaching ain't that great. They got rid of. I don't understand why they got rid of Herder. That was dumb to me.
Bro,
Like,
their problem is it's easy. Look at their team. And who playing defense?
nah, they
yeah,
got some defenders on their team.
They've been hurt
You look
though.
at but
Think
even
Capella
when they
been in and
together,
out. John Collins just came back.
but DJ, if they made the playoffs right now, they'd be the
First
worst
round
defense. They'd be
bounce.
the worst
Getting
defense
bounced
team
in
in
the
the
first
playoffs. They
round.
literally ranked 16th in defensive rating. So if they go to the playoffs right now, they would be the worst defense team.
well,
Yeah,
they
I mean,
next
because the games that I've even some of the games I've seen them lose, it's like, goddamn, y'all motherfuckers still scoring over 100 points and just can't stop nobody.
yeah.
So that I mean, so what he's saying, they literally they're average, they're middle of the pack. That's not gonna get it done in the playoffs, Bucko.
And they
They done
offense ain't that
lost.
impressive.
They
So
done lost. Okay, I'm gonna go back to they last 10. They the Hawks done lost to the Bulls. They beat the Magic. They beat the Hornets. They lost to the Magic. They lost to the Grizzlies. They beat the Bulls. They lost to the Nets and Knicks. Uh, they got the Pistons next. Yeah, they done lost to the.
Average.
They done
Average.
lost
Like it
to
sounds
the.
pretty average.
Got a Nuggets win in here. They lost to Cleveland. They lost to. Yeah, they pretty much lost to every team that they're gonna. They don't beat everybody too though. They got wins against. They got 2 wins against the Bucks. They got a win against the Pelicans. They got a win against the Knicks. They got a win against 76ers. The only team they haven't beat is the Celtics. They didn't even beat the Nuggets. So it's the talent is there. It might be a health issue, Chris. It might be,
They ain't
but
been healthy. Like I said,
everybody been banged up too though. Everybody been
like
banged up.
Collins to me is kind of like a athletic defender, not the type that he gonna sit in the chair, but he gonna do the behind the back, swats and shit. And of course, you got Capella that's been in and out. Our only reason why I know them two is because I got both of them sorry sacks of shits on my fantasy, and they've been costing me points.
oh,
Them niggas-
I didn't realize Bogdanovich been hurt for them. So that's another missing piece for them.
Speaking of fantasy, let me go ahead and drop this. I gotta drop somebody real quick. That nigga Finney Smith gotta go.
You said
I didn't
who?
realize Bogdanovich been
Finney
hurt.
Smith.
Bogdanovich. You had Finney Smith on here this whole time?
No. You literally like add and drop. It was literally just a day where I just needed somebody just to fill in a spot, and he was playing that day, so I picked him up because Hardaway was already gone. So it's pretty much you going tit for tat when you pick one of them. Like, then you just hope that one of them does something on the night. So yeah, not like I could pick wrong.
What do y'all think Atlanta's defense ranks? If
Shit,
y'all had to guess. I
I'm
got it
already
right now.
biased. He already pulled
I
it
just
up.
told you what
He
their
already
defense
said it.
was.
They're middle of the pack. They're
They
16th.
16th.
They're dead middle of the pack. They're average.
If you trying to make a deep playoff run, you got man.
I'm trying to
At
see.
best, you need to be top 12, but you should strive to be in that top 8.
Hmm.
Dang, I forgot
I
Devin
don't
Booker
know.
injured too. Well, my
They
team
got they
looks
got a
like
they got a middle of the pack offense and defense. They 14th in offense and they're 19th in
But
defense.
something else that you need to look at is how many points they score and then how many points they giving up.
They score. The Atlanta Hawks score 114 points a game, and they allow 115 points a game. But so what would y'all do if you was the GM of the Atlanta Hawks? What would you do?
I mean, at this point, I'd have paid Trey. I mean, not like that really matters. But if I'm gonna make a move, shit, I'm finna see what lucrative offer I can get for Trey.
Whoa! So
If I'm gonna
you
do
said
something,
You go. So
For the past
you would
couple years,
trade
they've been
Trey
trying to shop
Young?
John Collins.
Yeah,
I
but you see clearly he
John
ain't went
Collins ain't coming.
nowhere.
You said what?
You say John Collins what?
And Capella.
I mean, you either got to either do Trey or do John Collins and do Capella.
I do
Because
John
if
Collins
you
and Capella.
because if you get rid of Trey, then you still have solved your ball handling and your facilitator problems because you brought in DeJounte.
Murray gonna look like it's gonna be the Spurs East play in.
I mean, hey,
We
I
were literally
mean,
seeing Trey carry a team to a Eastern Conference
But
Finals.
and they were a playing team last year,
when I said that, it was when it just happened. Notice I ain't
and
never
they
brought
were
it
a
up no more,
playing
DJ.
team last
We
year.
can't keep living off that. Oh, he took his team to the Eastern Conference. What has he
No,
done?
I'm not
No,
trying to take anything away from him, but you're like, yes, he did that, and then the year right after, he was a play-in team.
so when Curry did it, it was okay. But
We've
since
our
Curry,
Curry has already accomplished
I didn't
way
say it
more
was
at
okay.
that point when that happened to him. So we cannot hold Trey to that same standard.
I
no,
Trey
mean, no, but
Trey
I'm
is.
still. I'm not saying it was okay though. I'm not.
so
I'm
y'all
not trying
saying
to
he sucks
compare him.
now?
No,
I
I'm
never
not
said he
saying that.
sucked,
I'm
but he
just
should
saying
still.
like
But if we talking about him in the ways of them leading the team, the only way I'm gonna compare him is like Steph should have led them to at least a 6 seed, the same way that Trey should have led them to at least a 6 seed to avoid that playing game. And if you're gonna be in it, you at least gotta win it. You get 2 games. You get two chances, which means you lost twice.
But shit, hey, I think that was just a bad matchup too. The Heat, I think that he was a bad matchup for Trey and that version of the Hawks. And then y'all got to realize it was a lot of injuries on that Hawks team. Clint Capella was hurt, Collins was in and out. Hunter's always battling something. And I think even Bogdanovich had some injuries in that one playoff
yeah, he was
series.
playing, but he was battling
I
some
mean,
injuries.
yeah, I mean
So,
that's who they had to play after they, finally won the tournament. But all that could have been avoided if he was the 6 seed.
but see, yeah, we know he not. He said it last year. I didn't like what he said last year when he was like, "Man, the
You
regular
said
season was
what?
boring."
Oh yeah,
That
shit.
that
A
that
lot of
pissed
them,
me
a
off.
lot of them, a lot of them people saying that shit now.
Like an old coach told me when I was younger, you are what you practice. So you keep on saying, this stuff don't matter. That stuff gonna show up when it's time, when it really does matter.
So
Well,
Ray,
cause see,
you would trade Trey too? You would trade Trey?
I'm a fan of Trey.
So
So
how are we fixing the Hawks? Because I like Trey. I think he can be a Finals MVP.
it's always to me it's always tough to say what's the number one thing when the season is still going on, especially at the beginning of the season. Basically, like we're not even at the halfway mark yet, so it's hard to just pinpoint one thing. For
I
one,
mean,
Trey
the
Young has to
only,
play better. That's one thing.
Yeah, he
I
been
mean, obviously, but I feel like the only way that's gonna work, you literally got to put a team around him, kind of to the similar skill set that Steph got, because they almost can literally do the same thing. Why not give him another shooter at the two? Give him. I'm not saying you're gonna find another Draymond, but somebody that can at least play defense. You
You think
think we?
Bogdanovich can play that Klay Thompson role?
Yeah.
no, he can't defend like Clay. Clay Thompson. People
Mm,
see this.
Yeah.
Bogdanovich can defend now. Don't
He's
sleep
not
on
6'7".
Bogdanovich.
He's not 6'7", 210 though.
But he's for one, he's more athletic and he's
I was a,
stronger.
I was just saying he might just be a little undersized compared to Clay, but I still
Bogdanovich
feel
ain't.
like
Oh,
You think he's stronger than Prom Clay?
you can look at Bogdanovich and tell he's solid. you can just look at him like, yep, that's a solid dude right there.
He's not Clay
shit.
Thompson.
I've never looked at Klay Thompson and said, man, that's a strong like. When have they ever
Donovan is
said
not Clay Thompson
nobody
on
has ever
offensive
described Klay
end.
Thompson as like, man, it's hard to get by him. He's strong. I've never
I
heard
mean,
nobody. He's
but
a
if that's
solid.
what we gonna do,
He was a
like
great
that
defender in
might
his
be
prime,
the.
but don't act like Klay Thompson was like Michael Jordan out there. Just man, if I put my arm on you, gonna feel it. Like, come on now, we're not about to make him something he wasn't.
He's way better than Big Donovan.
What does being strong have to do with being better?
No, I don't. I don't think Bogdanovich is not. Is just not the level of defender that Clay was at any point. I don't think that he
It's
probably
easy
not a better
to say
defender
that
than Clay right now.
when your team is not accomplishing like another team you comparing them to, it's easy to point out, yeah, he not doing this because if it's not translating to wins, people always gonna be like, nah, he not on that level.
So pretty much though, like if I'm still sticking to that Golden State comparison, do you feel like if nothing else, they at least got the back point and they got the five straight. They got the backcourt and they got the five. You just gotta worry
Yes,
They don't
yes,
have
you
a
know,
yes.
Draymond on that
yeah.
team though. That's the one thing they are missing. They definitely don't have a Draymond.
Because
Yeah,
my
they
thing,
don't.
my thing is because
So that's what I'm saying. Like you got so let's just say for instance, you got the backcourt and you got your five straight and and if you want to get everything else straightened out, then you can go trade John Collins, maybe get you two players and a pick, or just trade for the players that you're looking for.
because my thing is with they backcourt that's
Shit.
solid. I feel like you can get a better wing because I don't think DeAndre Hunter just has to stay. You get rid of DeAndre Hunter, Collins, and Capella if you want to because they got AJ Griffin and Ricky Adedu. He need more minutes anyway. They got Jalen Johnson and Onyeka Okongwu that they just drafted these past couple years. They need minutes. I feel like John Collins and Clint Capella and DeAndre Hunter are becoming expensive veterans that don't really contribute to winning that much. So before I look at trade,
I say
I'm gonna look at what's
keep
around
Clint.
trade.
I say keep Clint and then, but no, the other two definitely I shop around.
You said keep
Clint
Clint
still
Capella.
giving you 12 and 12.
You said keep Clint Capella.
Yeah.
I mean that's cool, but I would look at shopping Collins and Hunter.
Oh no, that's what I said. I agree with the other two for sure, especially Collins. They've been trying to get him. They was trying to get rid of him the year that what's it called? He went to the Eastern Conference Finals. That in the regular season
Oh
they was
shit.
talking about shopping him, but they was also saying Collins wanted out though at one point. So I mean,
Oh,
I'm still listening to y'all, but shit, y'all gotta
uh,
remember, y'all be catching me on my goddamn knee Thursday football. I gotta make sure my shit set up.
but so okay, because I'm thinking about OG Ananobi because I feel like OG Ananobi would fit in perfect with that squad. I'll trade Hunter, I'll trade Collins, and I'll trade some picks to get OG Ananobi, especially because if I feel like the Raptors are gonna do a fire sale because they've been trash. So
Blow
how
it
y'all
up.
feel about OG Ananobi on the Hawks? Would that make a big difference, or would it just be
it's all about who wants Hunter though. Who wants to take that risk? Because he got potential, but if he can't stay healthy, who gonna take that risk?
a team that's gonna blow it up and try to rebuild and try for Vic? And I feel like if the Raptors they go all in on Victor Wembanyama, we know they love length. We know they love trying to get those tall, lanky niggas. So I think if they decide to be like, hey, the Raptors, that shit over with. We done with this Siakam shit. We done with this Van Fleet, this OG Ananobi, because
Yeah,
they
they ain't got
cannot
nothing out of
win.
that shit.
Because I feel like they're gonna be in the Utah Jazz situation. How the Utah Jazz is like they're competitive, but how long will we just go settle for first round, second round exits? So I feel like
hmm
the Raptors and the Bulls are two teams that are close to being like, man, hey, sell, fire sale, anybody up. And I feel like the Hawks need that OG Ananobi just because they need that bigger wing to guard the Tatums, to guard the Giannis's, because they still don't have Giannis and Tatum defense. They don't have Jimmy Butler defense. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the position that they need. Because I like Hunter, but he too small for those guys. Those guys are way bigger than Hunter. Hunter really, to me, can supposed to be guarding shooting guards like go to guard Jalen Green or somebody. But that's just my opinion. I feel like they need to upgrade at their wing position because I feel like they front court and they back court even with some trades. Like they still deep as hell at the front and the back court. I feel that wing position is what they need since we've been talking. But let's talk about the Knicks and they roster construction because they are a 6 seed right now. But realistically, who can they beat in a 7 game series? You
Just
feel what I'm
wait.
saying? Like, let's be honest.
Just be patient. You
Let's be
telling me, yeah,
honest.
because who they gonna you what? So we expecting them to knock off the Cavs?
No, sir.
Exactly, because if the playoffs started tomorrow, that's exactly who they would be playing.
Oh, so, okay. Let's talk about that series. Okay, so who is the three best players on Cleveland? You would say right now it's Mitchell,
Garland, Mitchell,
Garland,
and
Allen. I'll say Jared
yeah,
Allen is third. And
I
then
wish
who was
Karis
the three
LeVert was
best
their third.
players? Who are the three best players on the Knicks? You'll say Brunson,
Randall,
Randall, and
Brunson, and
RJ.
RJ. They all give you
Wait,
Good
20.
night.
bro, Randall and RJ can go give you an inefficient 20. Like they go throw
Um,
the they can't even go right. There's two dudes that can't go right.
other
That's
than
the
RJ,
weirdest.
other than RJ, Brunson and Randall shooting 46 plus from the field right now.
Mm,
If
but do
that
you
playoff
trust it?
started today, I
And
would
Brunson's
sell
shooting
everything in my
37%
house
from the three.
and go put it up on the Cavaliers to end it in five.
It sounds like a 5 game series to me. Just
If
because
I would sell
I don't know.
everything in my
That
house.
Knicks team kind of scrappy.
and we did see Brunson kill Donovan Mitchell literally just last year in the playoffs too. But I just feel like that RJ Julius Randle trying to get to the basket and all that transition, and I don't think that's working on Mobley and Allen. I just think where are the Knicks in paint points? Because if they anywhere at the top in paint points, I don't trust it. Let me
In the
look that
top
up
10 in
real quick.
offensive rating. I don't know about paint points.
Uh,
They in the top 10 in defensive rating too. Number 8.
See Cleveland, they second in the league. They only allow 45 and a half points in the paint. So,
I'm not surprised. I mean, you got Mobley and Allen down there.
but that's what I'm saying.
That's gonna be a hard matchup for anybody in the playoffs. Like, who gonna really want to go against them in the first round?
I feel like they can make a title run. To be honest with you, and with Mitchell playing like he's playing,
Can't say if
well, not a title run.
I don't even want to call
Eastern
Garland a
Conference title run.
sidekick, but it's like if Mitchell continues to play how he plays, Garland just has to back that up. Like, we know what Allen and Mobley brings to the table. So if those four right there, like
Yeah, New York
that's gonna be
averages
tough.
55 points in the paint.
Tough. Huh?
But see, New York averages 55 points in the paint. They top 10 in paint points, as I thought they would be. And Cleveland is second in points in the paint allowed.
That's how
So
New York's been the past 3-4 years.
so that's what I'm saying. Like what they're good at, they wouldn't be able to do. So this might be a sweep, a gentleman's sweep, and the games might not be that close, in my opinion.
It's the same thing that happened to the Hawks. You can only do so much in the paint, but when you got to shoot and you have no shooters, you're gonna lose.
Because now let me look up what the Knicks are doing and the 3-point percentage.
See, this is why they want to talk about them.
It's not really that impressive.
This is why This is why I want to talk about them.
Go ahead.
Because every time I talk about the Knicks, it seems like we talk about them when they're pretenders. They are literally in New York to make people feel like they can go see a good show. They got something to do on a random Tuesday, but in the end, they always disappoint you. It sounds like something you used to, DJs, being a Cowboys fan.
No, don't compare the Knicks to the Cowboys. Sorry, don't do that. The Cowboys is way more.
Both our fan base is still living off of old glory, so I mean, they do kind of
exactly.
But who's the old glory for the Knicks? Come on, bro. What's the last Knicks team we just remember, bro? Why everybody keep talking about the old glory for the Knicks like they've been winning? They've been losing.
They won in the 70s too.
The 70s was the 90s.
Old glory.
The 90s was here way before the 70s. How do I word that? The 90s was closer than the 70s. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
still we
and
still
the
Wait,
had
Bulls
milk on our
fans still hanging
last
their
Monday
hat on
morning.
that.
DJ, don't do that.
man, don't compare the Cowboys to the Knicks. They make me feel bad.
I'm not comparing them, but I would just. That's what I got from that though. We both living in old glory.
So we all just think the Knicks just straight up pretenders because I know I do. Chris said
I
you.
do.
What about you, Ray?
I mean, last time we did see them in the playoffs, um,
Do
I
you
mean,
They
think they?
won one
I
game.
didn't have hope. I didn't have hope in them then, but I expect them to go out and do more than what
It was a
like.
good story. It was a real good story. It
I
was a
can
real
believe
good story.
Bro, when I tell
they
you
should got
That's
Donovan
Trey
Mitchell.
Young had the city. Trey Young had the state of New York in his hand. I'm talking about after every game they making videos talking about we hate Trey Young. I'm like, bro, and he's
He,
going out there beating him.
bro, Julius Randle and RJ Barrett
bro.
should be
See,
ashamed of themselves.
and you know what? And that's the now that I think about it, you know what? We ain't talking about New York no more. New York let everybody come in there and just straight disrespect them. You had Trey Young come in there and take a bow after he whooped your ass in game 5. And then the year after that, you let Steph come in there and break the 3-point record in your building. Next topic.
Man, okay, well, hey, you're not
Hey.
wrong. You're not wrong. The Knicks is
Hey
probably
man,
the worst playoff
Steph got a
team in
history of doing New York bad though.
Hey, you can whoop my ass all you want to. You ain't no breaking no records, nigga. I'll push your ass
and
into the
the
cameraman.
stars was there. Everybody was there.
Everybody was there, bro. Like, no,
That's so
sir.
disrespectful.
They
I
I'm
was
would have did
good.
like
finna,
Man, they
Montrezl
was good for
Harrell. Get
that
off my
record.
court.
bro. I'm finna push you into the cameraman, bro. You're not finna make that shot.
Okay, moving on to the Philadelphia 76ers. I ain't gonna stun. This was my pick to they was my pick to be like top 3 in the East. They climbing back up the standings, but it started off so bad. And Joel
They were
Embiid,
injured. They were injured, so we got to try to give them a little
they weren't
minute to
injured at the
try to.
beginning of the season. They just was sucking.
Well, yeah, they was just looking bad, but then of course, like even when they was bad, then they was being bad and got hurt.
But yeah, you don't be bad, get hurt, and then give benefit of the doubt because you was bad
No,
before
no,
you
no,
got
no, no.
hurt.
I'm not giving you the benefit of the doubt, but I'm just saying as far as where they at, it's good to see they at least in the 5th seed compared to it's one thing if you winning and you get hurt. It's another thing if you losing and then you get hurt.
Yeah, because
But
I mean I like
I guess when you got the Heat that's living below expectations and some other teams, that's why you can do that.
we could talk about the Heat right after this because I think they're living up to expectations. They wouldn't go be good, but with Joel Embiid is leading the league in scoring. Let me see where Harden's at because I don't know where Harden is at.
He averaging 10 assists.
James Harden. That's what he's supposed to do. He's a former MVP. He's NBA. See, this is my thing with Harden. He's an NBA 75, one of the 75 greatest players to ever play. He's an NBA MVP. He averaged 36 points in his league before. Why do we get so excited when Harden is doing his job? That should be so crazy to me. Well, Harden is doing this. He's supposed to. He getting paid like it. It's like he don't get paid medium amount. He get paid one of the highest amounts. I think he took a pay cut, but he's still a superstar in this league, bro. And he's not old, just like Anthony Davis. He's still in his prime to where he could still be the number 1, number 2 option on a good to a great team, I guess. So, but how far could the 76ers realistically go? Because I feel like they can make an Eastern Conference Finals run,
That's
but
what I was about to say. It's the Eastern Conference Finals and bust at this point.
It's all
you think they
about what
better than the Cavs?
I
What you
mean,
say,
James
Ray?
Harden has a. It's hard for me to just put my money on James Harden in the playoffs. I've never trusted him in the playoffs.
But do
But
you
see,
trust
that's the
Embiid
one
matching the
time.
players?
Yeah,
Huh?
I was about to say that's the one time where I don't need to put it all on James Harden because I he can't
We gonna be.
at this point he can't be my one. He can't be my
Oh no,
one.
Joel is always gonna be the number one. But I'm saying James Harden is going to have to show up though,
Right.
because he's still their number two. Like y'all, we talking about Maxey, but when the playoffs come, we're gonna see who. I mean, if Maxey show up,
Maxey showed up last year against the Raptors. Maxey had a great, underrated playoff run last year.
At that point, what was he? The number 3 option though. So it was a shock to us. He was exceeding expectations. Nobody had him going in there playing like that.
What you say? Then what team were we just talking about? You asked who's they facilitated. I think that was the Bulls.
The Bulls.
We just need Harden to be the facilitator for the 76ers. They got the scoring in Embiid and Maxey and Harris. We need James Harden to be a good decision.
In the playoffs?
Tobias Harris, go. Hey, see. Let me go to his playoff stats last year. He had a really good playoff. The 76ers role players had pretty good playoffs last year. It was Embiid and Harden.
I'm saying Harris
got hurt and Harden
Harris
just was
also, I don't know. And them crunch time moments, that exposes a lot of people.
He's a 4th option right now. I feel like Tobias Harris is the best 4th option in the NBA. I don't see why he gets so much hate.
I think a lot of Philly people just got hate after that. How they got did by Trae Young that year.
So okay, this is Tobias Harris stats last year: 17 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 86% for free throw.
Wait, who's this?
Tobias Harris, 39% for 3-point line and 50% from the field. I don't see what's wrong with that as a 4th option. 17, 8, and 3.
Hold on, this is the real problem though. Numbers can lie. When you watch those games,
shooting 50% and then 39% from 3.
No, that's great.
How can you lie?
I can't get mad from a number standpoint. I can get mad from what I seen though. It's cool to make your numbers look great.
Every time he was taking shots, he was making them. You get what I'm saying? I don't see what else you want from Tobias Harris.
It ain't so much what I want from Tobias Harris. I'm just saying, like, when you named him off, I was just like,
he averaged 17 points in the NBA playoffs.
When the playoffs come, the only quarter I look at is the 4th quarter. What you do in the first 3 quarters, I don't care about that. Everybody looks great in the first 3 quarters.
Oh yeah, Tobias Harris had he had 4 bad games in a row against Miami.
Sounds like a 4th option to me.
He had 4 games. He had 4 bad games in a row. He had a good Toronto series.
I finna say,
you're right. He had a good Toronto series. I remember he was playing good in some of them damn games.
And the fact that they let Toronto almost come like.
Oh, that's why they ain't got him on. That's why they ain't got him listed. He ain't played enough games.
But see, he was hurt.
DJ, I was trying to find James Harden where he ranked on points per game. He ain't on here. He ain't played enough. I was wondering why I didn't see him. Yeah, he only played 16 games. He ain't even eligible.
That sucks. Let me see how much he's been averaging just period. So
he's been averaging 21.4. 21.4, 6.3 rebounds, and 10.3 assists.
But see, he's shooting 43% from the field and 36
from 36 from 3.
That's his career.
Yeah. I don't like that. I've never been a Harden guy. I ain't gonna get into the Harden-Iverson debate, but Iverson is better and it's clear. It's like just from and then come on, Iverson got multiple scoring titles. Like as a shooting guard.
Iverson only got one more than him. They basically got the same career.
How many Harden got?
He got 3.
Oh yeah, he was going silly.
He averaged over 33 seasons in a row.
Like you forgot Harden was in Houston.
In one of those series, seasons, he averaged like 11.
You forgot Harden was in Houston. Come on now.
I didn't like how he played in Houston.
I didn't like it.
He was still going off.
I don't like that version of basketball. The only reason, look, I ain't gonna bring up Luka no more after this. But the only reason why I like when Luka do it is because he got the Mamba mentality to go along with that heliocentric game. So it's like I trust him in the 4th quarter.
For anybody in this era. They came
I'm
in the
just
league
saying.
after Kobe to Kobe.
When I say Mamba mentality, I just mean, man, he ain't scary. He ain't no bitch. Like Trey, I feel like Trey got that too. Like these motherfuckers, I trust them with the ball in their hands at the end of games. It's not. I don't feel that way with everybody. Oh, so 76ers and Cavaliers, who y'all think better at those two?
Cavaliers just because they co-stars are more consistent,
Let's break
in
it
my
down.
opinion.
Let's break it down.
In my
Best four players. Who's better player,
best four,
Donovan Mitchell or Embiid?
Embiid. Wait,
James
hold on. You
Harden or
gotta compare. You
Garland?
gotta compare by position. You gotta compare by position. You can't
I
just
think so.
do.
I mean,
You
MB
can,
gonna be over whoever he going against anyway. MB
Yeah,
gonna be
that's what I'm
MB
okay,
gonna be
okay, let's
getting
do
up
let's do it by
court.
position. Okay, Darius Garland or Tyrese
Garland.
Maxey or James Harden. Okay, Darius Garland or James Harden. Since I guess he ain't scoring no
I'm
points.
still going Garland.
Garland. Okay, what about you, Chris?
playoffs. Oh shit.
We ain't seen Garland in the playoffs yet.
That's what I'm
Garland
saying.
still
But I
fucking
seen
opinion.
Harden in the playoffs. That's the problem. That's the exact problem. I probably had to pick Garland, but it ain't by much. It ain't by
Okay,
much.
Donovan Mitchell or Tyrese Maxey.
Donovan.
Donovan.
Okay, I'm gonna do it with a real small forward, Karis LeVert or Tobias Harris.
Harris.
Okay, Evan
Shit, I seen
Mobley.
Tobias Harris in the playoffs too.
I didn't want to say him either, but Karis LeVert can be inconsistent too. So I don't
That's what
know.
I'm saying. Like, I guess Tobias, because I don't know, man. Which one the
I,
better defender in
I
y'all
take I
opinion?
take Karis LeVert just because he got more sauce. He got more swag to him, and you need that in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Tobias
I feel
But
Harris,
what you mean.
Stevenson has sauce. What does that translate to though? Like, what does sauce mean? The only person that you can brag on about having sauce is Kyrie because he actually can go in a bag and it actually translates to something. These other guys, they be having so much they go in a bag, be out there shooting 35%,
but
40%.
so you
Like
take Tobias Harris over Karis LeVert?
in a playoff series, yeah.
We just sat here and broke down
I,
Tobias Harris had 4 bad playoff games in a row.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
they
Like, I
don't,
done
they
seen
don't,
Tobias in the
two
playoffs,
things can
man.
be true.
Okay, let's make a bet. I bet Karis LeVert have a better. I bet Karis LeVert go off more than Tobias Harris in these playoffs. You want to? We ain't got to bet no money. We just bet like push-ups or something.
I just don't see Karis LeVert doing that. Like those days are gone for him. Actually, like
I bet he
having.
have a higher playoff high than Tobias Harris. Can we do that one?
A better scoring night.
So if
Yeah.
he had one game where he go crazy and the rest of the games he's silent, like that's you won the bet. But it's like, bro, like he only had one game where he did this.
Sometimes y'all know in the playoffs one game can swing a series,
I don't
bro.
even look at him as an X factor on that team. Like
You don't?
I think Evan Mobley is the X factor.
Evan Mobley can't score.
But
Who's the power forward for Philly?
They
probably
power
Tobias
forward.
Harris. Is Tobias Harris playing power forward or is it PJ Tucker?
PJ
I
Tucker. Okay, so
forgot
Evan
about that
Mobley
old
or
bag
PJ
of
Tucker.
bones.
So Evan Mobley or PJ Tucker.
Evan Mobley.
Okay.
PJ Tucker gonna play his role. Well, they both gonna play their role to the T just about. But I
I
just didn't see
forgot
PJ do it
PJ was
longer.
over there. My
PJ
God.
knows his role exactly. Like you ain't never gonna see PJ
You ain't
step
got
out of
the
line.
no, you ain't never
On
gonna see him
Evan
pulling no
rebounds,
Mobley
Marcus
he gonna
Smart
be
clears
shit.
PJ
spotting up
Tucker.
on head three.
Evan Mobley clears PJ Tucker. Come on, guys.
No, I'm not
Oh
saying.
no, I never said he
I
didn't.
said
He's
PJ
just
knows his
saying
role to the T and plays it very well.
he gonna play
He
defense
do
and stand
He
on
alright.
the
gonna do.
3-point
He
line.
gonna do
He do
exactly
okay,
what
bro.
he
He
gonna do
do
exactly what you asked him
okay,
to do,
bro.
huh?
He ain't, bro. PJ Tucker's solid, bro. He's solid. He's a solid guy.
That's what I just said. I said he gonna play his role to the T. He not gonna
I feel
do.
I feel like Evan Mobley's role is a little bit better because he's so much bigger and he could switch onto so many more. Like
Tucker
I
can
feel
do
like,
that. Like I think Tucker's most underrated strength is he can also play post defense.
but no. I feel like Evan Mobley can play guards better, Evan Mobley can harass guards, like point guard.
We done
I
seen
don't
PJ Tucker do it on the highest level. What are you talking about?
So okay, right now as we speak, you think PJ Tucker is a better defender than Evan
Well, he been
Mobley?
hurt this year too, so I don't know. I
I'm
don't know.
talking about
I mean,
strictly off this year.
I'm still taking Mobley. I'm just saying, for his defense
Okay.
though,
Okay,
that's
so we
man.
know Embiid over Allen. So let's go through this again. We picked Garland over Harden. We picked Mitchell over Maxey. We picked who was the three? We picked
It was kind
Harris
of like a
over Levert.
stalemate
Yeah, so I'm gonna
because you
say Harris
said
over Levert,
Levert and Chris.
and then
I don't think you said
Mobley Mobley over Tucker, and then Embiid over Allen. So
Yeah, I didn't pick on that Harris Levert because
I
you
they
might as
kind
well
of
flip a
cancel each other
coin.
out, really, to be honest.
You might as well flip a coin.
okay, so it seems like it could really be a even series. What about the bench? Who got the better bench? I think Cleveland got a better bench with Kevin
Cleveland,
Love.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
I can
What
say,
about you, Ray? Because I feel like
other
nobody
than
talks
Milton
about
and
basketball
Middleton,
as the
I don't know.
matchups. That'd be the most important thing.
I mean, I like Milton. And I like Thibault's defense.
Oh, Thibault's damn near Ben Simmons on the wing.
He remind me of Roberson.
Everybody was saying that Roberson from OKC.
That dude can shoot a lick. That was always crazy to me. I'm like, bro, you don't get like we already know you're not gonna handle the ball. You're not gonna put the ball on the ground. Like you can't work on your shot. It's
OKC
your
always
job.
had a guy in that position that couldn't do nothing. They
Well,
always had a
Simple Ocean
three.
became a shooter though, and I hate they got rid of that boy. But
Simple Ocean had a pretty decent finals too. His finals wasn't bad. But so are we leaning Cleveland is clearly better than Philly, or is it a conversation? It's a bigger conversation than what I'm leading on.
I think they go 6 or 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see 6 or 7 because at the end of the day, like I feel like they kind of, I ain't gonna say they positions match up evenly, but it's a tit for tat type of thing. It might come down to which one of their best players had a better game.
Hmm. Y'all think Cleveland better than Brooklyn? I think you can't count out KD and Kyrie. I think they just would go
Especially how they've been
absolutely.
playing as of late.
I think they'll go absolutely stupid on a playoff series. I feel like they'll come back
I
to the
think they
beat.
are bad. I think they. Ain't nobody gonna
KD's
talk
so
about it,
underrated.
but I feel like the Nets have to kind of remind people who they was.
And gotta remind me once I get to seeing
Cause I'm like,
okay.
KD. Okay, yeah, he had a terrible series last year, and it was in the first round. That's ugly. But KD had to remind people like I'm that guy still. Like
That dude is playing out his mind, bro. Let me go and get my nigga his flowers, man. Because the stuff he doing at his age, he's the best old nigga in the league right now. I don't care about that Curry shit. Go ahead.
he the second best.
Who the first?
LeBron James.
Oh my Mr. Can't win a game.
Put KD on that roster and put LeBron on Nets. How LeBron playing right now? Do we see any different results than what on what's called the Nets doing right now?
Yes.
How?
Bro, no, LeBron ain't getting these buckets that KD getting, bro. KD still getting buckets like he on OKC in terms of creating his own
LeBron
shot.
has the most
LeBron been
30-point
shooting a whole
games
bunch of
in a
jumpers.
row for his age of all time. And you telling me that he ain't getting the same buckets?
Bro, you know KD
He
is shooting
said
50,
what he said.
50.
LeBron, Ramon James.
Bro, Kevin Durant is shooting 56% from the field. You know the type of shots he taking, Raynard. Stop it. He's shooting 56%. Come on, man. He's taking 19 shots a game, shooting 56%. That's ridiculous. And you know the type of shots KD takes. And he shoot. Come on, stop it. You being ridiculous. And he's shooting over 36% from three.
LeBron is taking 22 shots a game, shooting 49%.
It's not better.
That's taking more shots, and he was only 1% behind.
KD shooting 56% right now. 56.
I thought you said 50.
Yeah, go on change. Yeah. Yes, he's shooting 56%, dude.
Well,
Like,
hey, man, when you're on a worst team, your efficiency ain't gonna be as high.
Yeah, go on say something.
Hey.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is like that. I don't even know what you can say to a nigga shooting 56%, and we know the type of shots he take. Like, that's just ridiculous. And he shoot 92% from the free throw line, averaging 30.
I would say Kevin Durant is the best old player that's in a winning situation.
He's making it a winning situation. That's what I'm saying. Like Curry, you could say Curry
came back. What are we talking about?
You said what?
They was losing when Kyrie was out all them games. They didn't start getting on this little win streak till he came back. Don't try to act like Kevin Durant just did all this by himself.
No, LeBron was losing with AD. That shit was looking cool, but they were losing, bro. That shit was a little bit prettier.
No, I'm talking about KD. You talking about KD?
AD, Anthony Davis was sprinkling a little bit of glitter on Boo Boo. He was making the Lakers' losses not look so bad, but they still were losing.
When LeBron was sitting out and AD was out there and he was the absolute number one guy, they was winning. That's when they got on their little win streak. The first game LeBron came back, we lost. We was on like a 4 or 5 game win streak.
LeBron got to take them threes. He's trying to break their record, bro. You got to get them threes in. I think that nigga been taking like 9 threes a game.
He's shooting his worst, especially
it's ugly
line in a minute.
So we got to do old nigga power rankings. So now it's KD still, even though he hurt, and he's sitting in LeBron third. LeBron
is the oldest out of all them though. Like, we're not about to act like they just all in the same age range.
Man, they all mid late 30s. I ain't trying to hear that.
That late 30s means something though.
I can damn near say Debo better than that nigga.
We done seen a lot of 35-year-olds still look great in the NBA. We ain't seen a lot of 38-year-olds still look great in the NBA.
He's not looking great. I don't think
we ever seen any 38-year-olds look great.
You said he was shooting 44%. He look all right. He looking all right. But we gonna stay on the East, man. We'll talk about the West next week. I think we should alternate East West. That's fun.
Because we already kind of covered the West too, though. But
that's why I said we can do it every.
I mean, it has been some changes, though. But
so Brooklyn Nets, what's they ceiling? Since we talk about the Nets, what's the ceiling? Like, how far can they go? And what are the matchups?
KD been in his bag. If they stay,
how they looking on defense right now?
And that's the thing. I think their defense is not bad. I'm finna look.
If Kyrie and KD stay in their bag, they can beat anybody on any given night.
They said the same shit last year, and they got their ass whooped.
They wasn't in their bag last year.
Brooklyn Nets are top 10 in defense. They're 10th.
Okay.
You know who else?
As long as they
defense,
15th on offense and 10th on defense.
Huh?
You know who else top 10 in defense?
Oh, let me go back to it.
The Knicks. So they don't tell the full story all the time. Just because you ranked your defense rating is in the
Knicks
top
are 11.
They defensive rating?
I ain't went to the rating. It's just overall team defense.
Oh, okay.
Brooklyn Nets are 10, Knicks are 11. But then you got Cleveland 1, Philly 2, Clippers 3, Bucks 4, Heat 5, Mavericks 6, Suns 7, Raptors 8, Grizzlies 9, Nets 10. That sounds legit, bro. That sounds legit.
I think the Suns gonna get exposed in the playoffs, but that shit.
The Suns are terrible. Well, I think we're gonna do a whole segment on them next week.
You seen Aiden and the coach getting into it?
They've been getting into it since last year. It was something new.
Yeah, it was like it was in a huddle or whatever. He's trying to. They was saying something.
I think Aiden
like more. He was just crying, and the coach was just getting on him about something. I don't know.
See, yeah, I think Aiden saw
depth what it was.
I think Aiden is soft, bro. But
That's
okay, huh?
no, I'm saying I'm not surprised there. I mean, after I seen him get bullied by Giannis the way he did in the finals, and then last year he had mismatches and he only averaged like 13, 12 points in the playoffs in that Maverick series. I wrote him off then. And then the fact after that series, he was asking for money. I'm like, bro, if he would have threatened me to say I'm going to Indiana, bye. Matter of fact, I'll pack your bags for you. Here you go.
What
I'm not
nigga
about
do?
to fight for no DeAndre Aiden.
Oh
Damn.
man.
I always thought Aiden was soft. Like you said in the Buck series. What was the series? Even he just never looks good in series to me. Like even Valachunas was giving it
What
to
is
him a
what
little
is his
bit
offense like?
last year.
Like, what is his skills? I be
Nah,
what's the
he
game
got a
part? I be
soft
confused.
he got a soft touch around the basket. He got a low post game. It's just the Phoenix offense don't prioritize him. They don't prioritize him. He got a little midi on him. I don't watched him. I watched him at Arizona. He averaged 21 and 10 in college as a big. As a freshman big, getting 21 and 10 in college, he got some skills. He can score the basketball. But I feel like he has to
It just
adjust to
ain't
the role.
translated to the NBA yet, I guess.
I feel that's not his role. It's just not his role. It's like
Name me one big center in the league since you've been watching basketball who has that part of their game and they don't be assertive about getting that. Like, I don't care. That's what.
I think it's a Phoenix Sun offense problem too, though. Like they get him his touches, but I don't feel like he gets enough touches. Booker take like 30 shots a game, 25, 20, high 20s, mid 20s. And I'm not saying he shouldn't, but it's like
Hold
DeAndre
on. When have we
Ayton.
ever seen in NBA history where we seen a duo of a guard and a big? The only time the guard is going to be that dominant is when the big ain't being assertive.
Yeah, he's soft. He's soft. But I'm saying he's
I'm saying
good.
I'm saying you said he take 30 shots a game because he don't believe in Aiden. So of course I'm gonna take 30 shots. Why would I dish it into you if I don't believe in you?
I mean, at the same time though, you're gonna need them to get where you want to go.
How many shots
Suns
is
ain't
Aiden
going
taking a
nowhere
game?
without him. Suns ain't going nowhere without him, right?
How many? No, I'm saying how many shots is Aiden taking a game? If it's under 15, that's crazy, and I'm pretty sure it is.
You said if it's under how many?
If
It's
it's under
crazy.
15, man,
He just had 30. He just had 30 and 13 against the Wizards on the
I mean he going
not too
against another
long.
soft brother. So I mean, Porzingis ain't nobody. Like I'm not about to break. Oh yeah, I dropped 30 on Porzingis.
Bro, you gonna quit disrespecting Porzingis like he's
He
not
got 50
good.
dropped on him by AD. I don't want to hear that.
Ain't
He
AD
done got
supposed
some.
to be a top 10 player?
He done got some numbers dropped on him this year. I don't want to hear nothing about Porzingis.
Boy, this nigga
He done
averaging
got
12
lottery
shots a
numbers dropped on
game.
him.
He averaged 12 shots a game, but he's shooting 62%. And he's shooting
That's
33% from
you got
the
that sample
three-point
size to
line.
go from. I hope so.
He averaging 17. He's averaging 17 and 10. Well, really 18 and 10. He need more shots.
Hey, you got
He
to
need
demand
more
the ball.
shots, bro. You said what?
You got to demand the ball, but they don't believe. That's when you
They're
already
not
show
giving it
yourself.
to him. How you
No,
not
I'm saying
believing that nigga shooting
when you
62%?
showing yourself to be soft and you try to be assertive, finally, they ain't gonna believe you.
but you can't say they don't believe in him if he shoots 62% though, right? You understand that though, right?
So you telling me if Joel Embiid is asking for that ball, he not gonna get the ball?
I
You
mean,
telling
Aiden
me
ain't no
if
MB.
Jokic is asking for the ball, he not gonna get the ball?
he's on 3 tiers below those dudes though,
It
right?
ain't toughness ain't got nothing to do with tears. That's something that's just already in you, and that ain't in him.
You see he arguing about it. I don't
He was
know.
over there crying. He like he about to cry on the sideline.
Okay,
Jada.
yeah. Hey, I don't really want to argue for Aiden. We really can move on because I feel like he's soft too, but he's averaging 17 and 10 on 62% from the field, 33% from three. You know what I'm saying? 70 plus from the free throw line. Dude can hoop, bro. It's just,
I'm not. That's what I'm not. I know he can hoop. I just
but
want to
that's
see
I
him
feel.
do it on a assertive. I want him to be more assertive. That's it.
See, you said he needs to be but I'm saying you gotta kind of feed him. Like they are adults at the end of the day. Get that man the ball. He shoots 62%. Like get him a few more shots. I see what you're saying that they don't believe him in him or whatever. But at the end of the day, man, this
Man,
is
Booker
professional
almost went off for
basketball.
60 one day. You think he about to start passing that ball? After he did that, he definitely not passing.
Hey, Devin Booker shooting. He having his best shooting season too. On top of like one of his best scoring seasons. Like he been extra efficient this year. He's averaging 48% from the field, 37% from three, and he's shooting 85% from the free throw line. He's averaging 28, 6, and 5. This is his best year ever. So, what other East teams we haven't talked about? We just really got the Brook. Oh, we still ain't said who the Brooklyn Nets can beat. What top teams do you think they can beat out of the Milwaukee Cavaliers and the Bucks? Oh, well, I said the Bucks. The Boston, Milwaukee Cavs. They
I
are
think they
four.
just want their. I think they want their rematch with the Celtics.
I hope they don't. I feel like nah. that oof.
I
They
don't
need
know
to
about
avoid
that one.
them. They need to avoid them. I feel like they'll be better off playing against the Bucks.
If Durant got any dog in him, he want their rematch.
Nah, I feel like Durant might want that, but he shouldn't want that. I ain't gonna stunt. Durant, my boy, but them Boston boys, especially when they get 100% healthy, and then when they locked
Yeah,
in,
and say Horford and Grant, man, Horford and Robert Williams ain't even there still.
and that's what I'm saying. So a fully healthy boxing team, we ain't even seen it this year. And people forgetting that Gallinari already out for the season. They had so much firepower, bro. I feel like the Celtics made it to where I didn't even want to talk about the East because I thought it was gonna be the East and Bucks. But with the way the Nets been playing, the way the Sixers been playing, I feel like the East is top heavy. They really ain't got no depth like that. Like under the fifth seed, they suck. Cause like the Knicks are the sixth seed, and I don't know I believe in it. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like Brooklyn. I feel like they can get to the second round, but I don't feel like they can beat those other 2 or 3 teams. I don't even think they can beat Philly in a 7-game series, to be honest. I feel like because
Yeah,
they
I
just
mean, because right now they be playing Philly, so and we can all and I guess we can just assume that the Bucks, the Celtics, and the Cavs gonna beat whoever they play in the first round. So if they ended up shit after that, they would have to play. They'd have to play Milwaukee.
That's gonna be a
oof.
showdown.
That's gonna be a showdown, and I'd rather play Milwaukee if I was Brooklyn than to play them Celtics, bro.
Celtics literally have everything on
Facts.
offense and defense.
Facts. It's like perfect team, and people forgetting Jaylen
The
Brown
Nets
inching up
just
there
the
to get
Nets
top
just gotta
10.
hope that the
He
Nets
like
just
top
gotta
15.
hope that one of his Robins hurt. If one of the Robins hurt, they gonna win.
I think all the everybody healthy. I feel like I feel like the Nets will lose to. I feel like the Nets will lose to Milwaukee in 6 or 7, but they'll lose to Boston in 5.
Five,
Yeah, I
five
feel
or
like
six,
Boston built
five or
perfectly.
six to
Yeah.
be respectful, but
I don't see
But like,
6.
but like I was saying earlier, though,
you don't see shit.
Hell no.
if
That
Kyrie and
defense.
KD both stay healthy and they both stay in this bag they in right now, they gonna be a headache for anybody. Those two alone, they don't like. Boston has an overall better team, but those two alone they can cause so much damage offensively.
I mean,
I'd have to see it. I'd have to see it.
Offensively, that's the only thing we did kind of get a sneak
I
peek
mean, we got a glimpse
before
at it,
Kyrie
but
got
it's
hurt that one
just
year
yeah.
when
But
they was
then
playing
last
for
year they were both there.
last year that was atrocious. I don't know what.
Yeah, I mean, so I
I ain't
have to
never
go
seen
off of.
KD play that bad, especially in the
He played
playoffs.
terrible. He played awful, and that's okay.
That's the worst KD I ever seen. Like,
so do y'all think Ben Simmons has been a big part of what the Nets been doing? He been averaging 8 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. He been shooting 63% from the field.
he's been sleep on what he's an X factor.
I feel like he's just ability to do pretty much anything outside of scoring. Like
People
like I
gonna
feel
look at those numbers and joke and be like, "That's a triple single like Draymond," but
he's
he
more
does things
athletic
that
with
don't
it.
show up on the stat sheet sometimes.
And that's why I said, that's all we wanted out of Ben Simmons in the first place. Play defense, rebound, move the basketball, and I feel like that was a perfect pickup for them. Like I feel like because you don't need no more scoring. You need facilitation, you need defense, you need rebounding, transition, and you just
I
need
mean, I didn't
overall.
mind. I'd be okay with him scoring 15 to 17 a game because he still got the size to drive the
When
ball.
playoffs come, his numbers do go up as far as scoring.
Because it's like you
I
still
think
got the
I'm not
body to
saying he's gonna go
drive the
for 20
ball.
points a game,
You
but I
still
think he's
got
gonna at least give
no.
you
I'm not
13,
asking you
15
to
in the
make
playoffs
20,
though.
but I'm just like you just got God given size. I just need you to just man the fuck up and go yam on somebody. Stop playing. You too goddamn big. That's my only thing with him. It's like he could be a baby Braun as far as attacking the paint if he wanted
no,
to.
he can't.
He
Bro,
he
yes,
don't
We
got no
gotta
bro.
strength like
stop
Braun.
it. They've been
If
saying
I'm
this since
talking
he was at Montverde.
I'm just talking about the size that he has. He could literally drive to the hole and body niggas if he wanted to. He just don't. Niggas that like Ben Simmons is small. Ben Simmons tall, a little taller than Braun, if I'm not
Yeah, he
mistaken.
is like
He's 6'10".
6'10".
Yeah, and he can move. It ain't like his feet be nailed to the floor. That's all I'm saying. I'm not
But
saying
since
that.
that
I'm
back
not.
injury, do he still have that same athleticism that
I
we
was just
once
gonna say
knew?
he's not as explosive as he
We
used to
don't
be.
know. We don't know. Hell, he barely wanted to play this year.
Yeah, he played
I
5 games
mean,
in.
yeah, I mean, maybe if it get later on in the season, I don't know, get to shit, I don't know, to where he loose and enjoy playing the game again. Maybe we'll get some effort out of him. But
We ain't talked about T.J. Warren either, though. T.J. Warren been actually sparking off that bench. Uh,
yeah,
I feel like the Nets really just are starting to get healthy. They got a deep bench, bro. They got a lot of shooters. They just got a lot of floor space, and then they got a lot of they got two of the best one-on-one players in floor spacing to go with them. And then you got a Swiss Army knife in Ben Simmons. Claxton been playing. They say Claxton like top 10 in isolation defense. So
that's actually decent for him because a lot of people was looking at him as undersized for his position.
in the last 10 games for TJ Warren, he played 8 games. He's shooting 56% from the field, 30% for three. He
You got to
averaging
get that up.
9 points in 17 minutes.
You got to get that 3-point shooting up. But
You gotta understand, he ain't played in like 3 years.
Yeah,
yeah, I know.
TJ,
I think he takes off after the All-Star break.
I feel like the Nets, they'll be a hard out, especially for like a team like Milwaukee, because we seen if Giannis ain't got it going, well, literally Giannis could be the only one with it going on, they still can lose. So it's like I feel like they're more beatable for the Nets than the Bucks. I mean, than the Celtics. I feel like the Celtics, like Ray said, they got everything. They got two top 15 scorers. They got the former defensive player of the year. Then they got a top 3 defensive player of the year candidate that's gonna come back. Al Horford is probably the best old role player in the league. Like Malcolm Brogdon probably gonna be top 5, 6 man of the year. Derek White, when he playing with confidence, he can be good. It's like the list goes on. The only thing with the Celtics is the reason why I feel like Philadelphia could sneak up on the Celtics is just like they just have nothing for Embiid. I don't care if Robert Williams there. I don't care if Horford there. They still both under 6'9". So it's like I feel like Embiid, Harden, Maxey, Harris, if they all playing their A game, I feel like they could upset the Celtics. I feel like that's a more favorable matchup than the Bucks because the Bucks got a lot of size with Giannis, Portis, Lopez. So I feel like they will kind of cancel out Embiid. So
Yeah,
if I was the Nets, I would rather play the Bucks, and if I was the 76ers, I'd rather play the Celtics. If that makes sense. just
No,
because
I
it's
feel you. Just
I know but it's matchup based when it gets to that top end, and so we pretty much done covered all of the East, the top of the East. Uh, I kind of did want to talk about Jokic for a minute, just because we literally was just saying how Giannis is better. I still think Giannis is better, but I gotta acknowledge Jokic. Did he just have like 40, 20? What man? I gotta look. That was
40
a
triple
fucking
double,
crazy
40
game.
point triple double.
40-point
a
triple
40
double.
point
Like
triple
every
a
time
triple
somebody
dub.
somebody do something ridiculous, guess who name attached to it?
Dude
Will
is
Chamberlain.
bro.
40,
No,
27, and
I'm talking about
10.
they said the last time we seen somebody do this was Will Chamberlain. Like Will Chamberlain did that?
Hey,
40,
No,
27, and 10.
yeah,
Will Chamberlain. Some of his stats be so crazy, bro. Like
he sound like
55
a myth.
rebounds.
Like I still don't believe he like. But then you see interviews when he got older. I'm like this man really did live.
Need to say, I ain't gonna lie. I don't care what nobody say. Will Chamberlain way better than Bill Russell, bro.
Oh yeah,
It's like, and then
people don't
everybody's like,
respect.
well,
That just show you how much power a ring holds. They are willing to really say that Bill Russell is even in the same breath as Will Chamberlain. When
it's
they played
ridiculous.
against each other, do you know what Will Chamberlain used to average? I remember people
Oh,
said he played below his average. I looked it up. He was still averaging like 55% from the field. He still was scoring like 28 to 30 points a game. And he out rebounded Bill Russell. And that was Bill Russell's strength.
Bill Russell was averaged 19 and 22. That's crazy too, though. But 19 points is not enough. Will Chamberlain, that shit is crazy. I feel like he way better.
And
But
the fun, Will Chamberlain could have easily averaged like 40 points for his career. When he got to the Lakers, really they said it was an old article I was reading up on. My daddy told me to read up on, and they said, okay, we know you can score, but what else? And that's when the next year he led the league in assists. And then from that point, if you notice, his points slowly started going down every year after that. And then when he got to the Lakers, he was like, Jerry West, this your team, this yours, and Elgin Baylor team. I'm gonna let y'all handle the scoring. I'm gonna do everything else. So that's why, like, I used to always like, why if he's so dominant, why his numbers only at 17 points a game when he gets to like why is only at but it's a reason for all that. I didn't realize that till I started actually doing more research on that stuff. But
he had to
yeah,
go get some dubs, bro.
he got
How many? He only got
crazy.
two rings.
Yeah, one with the Warriors and then one with no, was it? Is it the Warriors? Yeah, it is the Warriors.
Hmm.
And then one with the Lakers.
I just feel like, man, Will Chamberlain, like with his athleticism, he could play today. He wouldn't be as dominant. Like he
He the
wouldn't be
most
getting like a
athletic man to ever live.
yeah.
When you can literally off vert touch the top of a backboard, I don't care how tall you is. That's crazy.
What you think he would average today, Ray?
Well, the fact that he could bench press in his prime 500 pounds, that man right there is stronger than everybody. So, and he ran track. Like people forget he was fast. He had a midi. He was the original Dirk. He could hit one leg fadeaways in
Oh
the
yeah, I
mid
remember I had seen
in the
that.
mid range efficiently. Like, I don't see nobody being able to guard him. He
So
played
what
in
you
an era where you could go 10 and he was still getting those type of numbers.
so what you think about 25 and 13?
I'm saying he grabbing more boards than that. I think he averaged at least 15 plus boards a game. At least.
Okay.
See, this the shit I'm talking about right here. This nigga got 13 across the board and still beat the Grizzlies.
Who? What you talking about?
I didn't look at. I just knew that Denver had won that game against the Grizzlies, but I didn't know Jokic's stat line. He got 13 across the board and still beat the Grizzlies, but Aaron Gordon had went off for 24.
Bro, Jokic
So
is not
But
against
averaging
Charlotte,
double as
Jokic
a
had
center.
40, 27, and
yeah, he
10.
had 40, 27, and 10 against Charlotte. And then I was just looking. I seen because I knew they beat the
Jokic
Grizzlies, but I
numbers.
didn't know what he scored. But I was like, bro, this is supposed to be one of the top
He averaging
teams
a
in the
triple double as
West.
a center.
I was like, I'm like, this is supposed to be one of the top teams in the West. and he beat them with 13 all across the board.
Easy win.
because
13, 13, and 13.
he a true facilitator too. I can
John
see
Morant
him.
had John Morant had 35 and lost.
That's because
35 and 10
he missing
assists.
Bane. He missing Bane, bro. He need that second scorer. I feel like Ja Morant wants to facilitate and score in transition more than he wants to just
Be
score
the
in
main
the
top.
half
Yeah.
court.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like Bane is their better half court scorer, and I feel like you know what I'm saying, like, they put too much pressure on Ja. Because outside of Bane, it's nobody else that can score in the half court like that.
Dylan
So,
Brooks tried to.
oh, oh man, I can't
He
wait to
be
Bane get
taking
back. So
shots like he a superstar. I'm like, bro, what is you doing?
and that's so crazy because it's like Dylan Brooks' shot selection is like you like, damn, this nigga a multiple perennial all star.
It's insane.
he
I don't
take
wish
off the
I don't wish
dribble
injury on
middies.
nobody, but that was I bet Grizzly was like, man, you ain't gotta worry about them crazy shots no more.
Do y'all think
Bruh.
Dylan Brooks is the best worst starter in the NBA?
The best worst
No,
starter. That's
it's too
crazy.
many. It's too many. I could easily say Dwight Powell's terrible.
Do
I
Caldwell
mean,
Pope start?
Yes, I hate
uh,
him. I hate him,
Yeah, he
bro.
worse than him.
Finney Smith is. I mean,
Oh
shit.
my god.
Tobias Harris sometimes
No,
make you
no,
raise an
no, stop it.
eyebrow.
Don't put Tobias
Tobias
Harris
ain't
that
that
low, bro.
player. Don't do it.
No, like
Don't
this
do
year is
it.
straight, but like it was one year where like what I was like, dude, what are you doing, bruh?
Man, it still ain't Dylan
Like
Brooks.
Tobias Harris, yeah, it ain't Dylan Brooks, but
I said we done seen Tobias Harris go to work in his career before.
yeah.
I ain't never seen that from Dylan Brooks, not on a consistent basis at least. But
They just need Bane back.
he probably top 10.
Who?
Dylan Brooks for best
Oh,
worst
yeah.
starter.
Definitely, bro. Cause I'd be like, man, get him, man. I'd be like, bro, just get the ball at his hands. But I feel like Jokic. Do y'all feel like Jokic can get another MVP, or do y'all think they just not gonna do that?
Oh no, he can get
They
another
number one
one.
in the West. They number one in the West.
He can get another one.
Entered that chat room for sure. Somebody going down on power rankings.
He can, he can get another one just because his style of play is never gonna die. He's never like he not really injury prone as far as what I can take. Like as far as I can't remember a serious injury he's had.
Damn, knock
Is
on wood,
and
man.
yeah, and then yeah, I can't do that shit. That's Marvel. There we go. But it's just one of those things, bro, where he easily can be in the MVP discussion. Easily.
So what we have to do, because I feel like right now it's Tatum, Giannis, and Jokic in that order, in my personal opinion, right now. What would Jokic have to do to jump Tatum? Because I feel like they'll give it to Tatum before they give it back to Giannis and Jokic.
Jokic keep his team in the top four with the way that Murray and Michael Porter Jr. been in and out that lineup. It's gonna be kind of hard to leave him out of it. It's gonna be kind of hard for me to leave him out of it.
Has he gotten better? Because I feel like he's
Jokic?
dominating the paint more. Yeah, I feel like he's dominating the paint more when it's time to dominate scoring wise.
I mean, I feel like he changes up the way he plays when he has to. I feel like he goes into the game, like depending on who he's playing with a certain game plan, but if it gets to a point to where he just gotta toss that shit out the window and just make it work on the fly, he does that.
So,
you always go in the game with a game plan, but he's definitely one of them players that if he got to change some shit up because of the way that they playing him, or if he see an opening, he got the green light to do that.
So before we segue into our top 10s, it was a perfect segue. Let me hear y'all top 3 MVPs right now. For me, we just heard mine. Tatum, Giannis, Jokic right now. So go ahead, Ray. And then we could go to Chris.
I'd say Tatum, Jokic, Giannis.
I had the same order. I had the same
order.
Oh,
he jumped Giannis already?
Yeah.
I mean, he solidified it when he got their team number 1.
But hey, Bucks number 1 too though. And Middleton ain't been playing.
But I'm saying Giannis has been like this the whole time though. Jokic's been going like this.
Yeah.
So I mean, even though he had those 40-point games, and I'm not taking away from that from Giannis, but it's just I don't know, man. As of late, like these past 2 weeks, Jokic has been just creeping up, and Giannis is just he been playing the same way we all seen him all season. So
No.
I feel like he's in that third spot now.
Okay, I think I'm gonna get on board with it. I'm not mad at that. I'll go Tatum, Jokic, Giannis. Hey, and Tatum, hey, eyes on you now, cause y'all been slipping a little bit. And as long as Nuggets keep inclining, hey, he can get Tatum. And if he get Tatum, I think he can get the triple crown 3 years in a row.
And
Just because
Bird was the last one who did that, right?
yep, Larry
Is he the
Bird.
only one who ever did that too?
I think Larry Bird is the only person to get three outside of probably Wilt. I think Wilt probably got
Who
three in
got?
a row.
Them white boys, they better stop sleeping on them. They coming.
Whoa. Hey, the
Pause. But these niggas is coming.
So damn the fact that my boy Luca, hey, nobody cares about Luca right now. That's crazy.
Cause we suck. We suck.
Luka's play is an MVP level every year. That's just, like he's
But the
going to be
team
an MVP
sucks.
level
You
player
know how
every
this
year.
works. You
But
know
he
how this
may not.
works.
Yes, man, it's gonna be one of those things where at the end of his career, if it continues like this, he gonna be one of those guys. Like, man, he was one of the best players in his generation. How he ain't win out one MVP?
Hey, we're gonna be Dominique Wilkins. You say he gonna be Dominique Wilkins?
I said he gonna be one of those guys if he
Nah,
stays.
I'm talking about Dominique Wilkins. That's what they be saying about him. I'm like,
Who
man.
said that?
It was a little thing where they was like Jordan was talking about Wilkins, and he was like, man, that was a bad dude, Dominique Wilkins. Hey, go look at Dominique Wilkins' stats.
Oh
Them
no,
motherfuckers, he was crazy.
but it never translated into anything else. He was losing to Boston. He was losing to Detroit. He losing
But
to
didn't he go to a couple?
76ers.
I'm saying, hey, Luke ain't did
He never
shit.
went to not one finals though. That's crazy.
Hey, Luke ain't did shit either. If you said if it all continues, he gonna be a Dominique Wilkins.
I'm saying though, how many great players do you know? And they didn't get to not one finals appearance. That's tough. Like that's the only thing that holds Wilkins out of like a lot of conversation. Like, dude, you couldn't get him to like at least one. Like people get on Barkley and he at least led his team to the finals.
How many conference finals do Wilkins got? You don't know?
He probably got at least 2.
Hey, I mean, it's levels to superstardom too, though. It's like
during that time period, he was people can argue he was a top 5 player during that time period. He just wasn't winning though.
It's hard to win, bro. That's my thing, bro. It's hard to win, fool. My thing is if you are in position to win.
That's another thing. Like he was one of those. Atlanta was one of those teams. He was like the only legit superstar in there.
And that's what I'm saying because we got to start taking expectations.
Like Boston had like 3 future Hall of Famers, 3 or 4 future Hall of Famers. Detroit. I mean, by that point, Wilkins was kind of getting older at that point when Detroit came into the picture. But 76ers, they had Dr. J, Moses Malone. Like, those tough people you going against. And they had a nice bench and a nice they had that white dude I was talking about, that his last name I think Jones or something. He was athletic. But no, they had a nice all around team. So
you think Luka is more Charles Barkley than Wilkins if his career keep going like it's going and he don't get to a finals? I only say that because Wilkins. Let me look at Wilkins' stats. I remember they just was kind of crazy, bro.
And I don't see with the squad that Luka has. I don't see he can lead that team to no finals. Like, and that's nothing against Luka. It's just that he don't have he needs, man. I don't know.
Dominique Wilkins averaged 25, 7, and 3. And he had but he had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with no 5 seasons where he was hovering around 30 points a game.
One of those 30-point seasons, that's when he came back from what's called an Achilles
He
injury.
got a scoring title, 9 All-Stars, 7 All MVP, 7 All NBAs, and he's an NBA 75. That's not a bad career, but that's actually a great
Ain't he a
career.
slam dunk champ, ain't he?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna bring it up in accolades with Luka.
Yeah, slam dunk contest don't mean shit no more.
Back then it did.
Yeah,
LeBron
but you,
James. LeBron James.
I knew you was about to do it.
My bad. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Bro,
But nah, hey, but no, he didn't. But he, like I felt it.
Couldn't even help
But
it.
no, but he ain't lying though. LeBron did rob us. He robbed us of a slam dunk contest. He robbed us.
For no
He
reason.
robbed us.
For
No
no
reason.
reason,
Maybe
bro.
we'll see his son in one.
Yeah. His son gonna be in that challenge with the WNBA players and all. They shooting him
The
little
skills challenge. No,
spots.
that's not skills challenge. That's that what they call that thing? It's
I
like
think
when they take 3 people.
yeah,
Retired player,
yeah.
WNBA player, in the current. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he gonna be doing. He gonna be in that
He gonna
corner.
be playing. Oh, he gonna have his daddy when he retires.
And he gonna have Bryce with his glasses
gonna
on.
still be playing. He part of the team right now.
Well, no.
Oh, but yeah. Now we can segue into our top 10 list. Who want to start?
Shit, I'll rock it.
Okay, no, you gonna get it.
Oh,
Yeah. Now remember, I ain't put this in no order because I literally just wrote this as soon as we got on here.
okay.
All right, so this is no order, Ray. So you already know who I wrote first, but this is in no order. So I got Luka, Giannis, Jokic, Tatum, KD. I got Shea on there, Donovan Mitchell, and B, Zion, and Ja.
I don't like that list, but go ahead, Ray.
I already knew you wouldn't.
Now,
I'm gonna pick it apart when we all.
I got a list in order, but this was when we originally were supposed to do it. So I'm gonna name them off in the order I have them in at this moment. I have Tatum.
When'd you make it?
I made this probably like.
Was this 2 weeks ago when we were supposed to do it? But you had some at, huh?
Yep, because AD was still playing, so I just took him off the list. But no, I got Tatum, Jokic, Giannis, KD, Embiid. I'm gonna have to move Curry down. But I'll say Luka, Zion, and Ja and D Book. I say D Book and I say Ja number 10.
Okay. Before I kill y'all list, let me go and say mine. I got Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Tatum, KD, Embiid, Curry, Booker, Mitchell, and Ja. So
you still got Curry on there, even though he hurt right now.
Zion disrespect, like what?
So say your list again.
I'm gonna say my list again, and I'm gonna pick Ray apart. He's talking at his neck already. Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Tatum, KD, Embiid, Curry, Booker, Mitchell, Ja, and mine's in order too.
So you had Curry and you had Booker. Them was the only two I didn't have. So the only reason why I didn't put Curry in there because I thought about it, but he's hurt. That's the only reason why I didn't even put him in there right now.
Even when he was playing, they was a play-in team. Like, why is he even in discussion for top 10?
You're right. You're
not getting it done.
I mean, he's not top 5. I literally just put the 10 best players in the league, in my opinion, on there. The 10 best players. If you think Curry's not a top 10 player,
game.
No, look, Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Tatum, KD, and Embiid. That's 6. That's damn near 6 guys. He's number 7. You saying Curry ain't a top 7 player? He just wanted.
He's a top 7 talent, but for this season, he's not a top 7 player. That's a difference.
So name me 3 other people better than him. I mean, name me
Is playing better than him. I literally just said Zion is playing better than him.
Zion. No, come on, stop it.
Hold
Zion
on.
is
So
the
why
best
why
player
you
on
ain't
his team.
why are you not putting man child in your top 10?
I'm gonna say Zion
He
is
can
playing.
only dribble with one hand, finish with one hand. He can't shoot a mid-range jumper. He can't shoot a 3. He's not that great on defense.
And it can't be
Great
stopped.
rebounder.
I think you naming off things that's not even relevant to him.
He's on a great team. But I feel like we'd have seen Zion put up these type of numbers and
If
not
Zion
even make
was
the
not
play
playing
in.
right now, would this be considered a great team?
Yes. If you sub out him and Ingram, this will be the exact same thing.
No, they would be the same team they was last year. Wasn't they a play-in team?
They was a play-in team last year.
They was a play-in team last year. We weren't playing.
Ingram was hurt. They
swap roles and they a top 5 team right now. They swap roles. They a top 5 team. I don't want to hear nothing about they was the same team. They was nowhere near the same team. They are a better team now.
Oh,
were they not a better team?
Bro, Alvarado was a rookie last year. Herb Jones was a rookie last year. Trey Murphy was a rookie last year. CJ wasn't there. Ingram was hurt.
They got 1 extra year of experience. Chris, you hear that?
You said what?
They got 1 more year of experience. Now all of a sudden, oh yeah, they ready now. Like what?
Ingram was doing the same thing last year. Ingram was doing the same thing last year. Go look at the record.
So literally the only difference in my list and your list, you got Curry and Booker, and I got Shea and I got Zion on here.
I think Curry and Booker is better than
Shea and Zion though, because this shit.
That's cool. That's fine.
Well, I respect Shea on there though.
He beat Dame back to back. They beat the Blazers back to back. They did do that, but he's not a top 10 player. They fucking suck. You just talking about Curry, but you got fucking Shea up there.
I don't have him on there.
No, I'm talking about Chris. What the hell?
What?
Yeah, let's talk about that. What the hell you got?
Hold on, wait.
And you talking about Curry? You still got Curry touching? Nigga, you got Shea.
Hold on. I said because he was hurt. I didn't say because of numbers. I said because he was hurt.
Oh, he just got hurt, so his play up until now still relevant.
Yeah, that's the only reason why. Because I think he's been hurt for like what 2-3 games now.
Yeah, but
that's the only reason why.
How you feel about having Shea over Curry? He talking like he don't got that. What the hell?
I only said because he was hurt. That's the only reason.
All I said was, why ain't Zion on your list? I didn't even point out Curry. You started talking about Curry, and that's when I was like, Curry is...
Zion is not a top 10 player. He's not tough. What the hell? What the hell? Zion, bro. Zion not a top 10 player. I mean,
the narrative already been pushed on Zion to hate him.
No, I don't hate him.
He didn't want to be an NBA player. He wasn't
you just arguing with me the other day that he might not be the best player on his team.
Now that he is playing good basketball, he's shooting 61% from the field.
I watched the Pelicans and Bucks game. He stuck it up for 3 quarters. He didn't turn it on to the 4th quarter, and they almost came back. If he would have had one more decent quarter, they probably would have won that game.
Yeah, that's not top 10 material.
He didn't
play terrible the whole game and literally change the
He didn't attempt to guard Giannis not once. He'd have let Trey Murphy switch on him, Herb Jones. This nigga
when I brought this up about the Nuggets and Jokic was hiding from AD, you didn't say nothing.
I mean, if you
I don't want to hear.
No, listen. Can I explain? What's keeping Zion from trying to even challenge Giannis? He ain't got the athletic limitations that Jokic got. Don't start that. Like, Jokic literally is fat and sloppy.
Jokic was literally guarding LeBron.
LeBron can't move.
LeBron taking 30 threes a game.
LeBron had 30 on them boys.
How many threes did he take?
How many? I don't know, but he got a couple transition baskets.
Transition? We know Jokic ain't doing shit against transition.
But no, you saying LeBron not moving. LeBron was literally outrunning a lot of their younger players.
You just want to bring up LeBron. LeBron's a bum.
No, but you talking about he outrunning them in transition though, right? I'm talking about
he athletic. I'm like, he was guarding LeBron. So I'm like, I don't understand what's the difference.
You just said he had 30.
He been banging in the paint lately. He ain't been trying to use his athleticism. He not athletic as he used to be.
Jokic and Zion is 2 different defensive potentials, bro. We know this. It's nothing stopping Zion from being a good defender outside of Zion not giving a damn. I done literally watched the Milwaukee Pelicans game, and Zion, he didn't even try to attempt to block Giannis. He didn't try
Giannis,
to build a wall on
Zion is
Giannis.
not Zion is not a great what's called on ball defender.
Okay, so out of my
Giannis
top
is literally
10,
going to do that.
who's he better than in my top 10? Is Zion better than Booker
No.
right now? Huh?
Uh-uh.
Is he better than Mitchell?
No.
Is he better than Curry?
See, that's where it kind of get. That's
No,
where it's kind of.
don't do
easy.
this. Right now, we can't do this. This little run from Zion. Come on, we can't disrespect Curry.
He been like this all season.
Bam! This one season ain't gonna make him better than Curry. He just carried a team to a final.
See, that's you living off of that.
No,
I'm talking about this season.
This season he's been playing better as an individual. He's just coming off a Finals MVP.
But it's not translating to anything. He not in no MVP conversations.
Zion shouldn't be either. I'm not going, bro. I'm not going.
I never said he was, but you bringing up Curry playing at his best, like that's gonna mean something.
The players on my top 10 list is just a more well-rounded basketball players, better players. You could probably say you could put Zion in your top 10 and boot Jai out, but
see, you always love disrespecting him too. I don't understand that.
I got him in my top 10.
But you got at the bottom of your list. I do too, but I mean, my God.
So I got to do it in my top 10, but I'm disrespecting him. What the hell? What are we doing? Jai ain't did shit.
Notice the first person you named off. If I had to boot somebody, the first person you named off, and
that's the only person in the top 10 that he could even have an argument against, and I don't think he's better than Jai. I've been saying it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not putting out. So if he's not better than Booker and Mitchell, the niggas that's on the back end of my top 10, what the hell you think he's not better than Curry?
So Booker and Mitchell not better than Curry this season?
No, not as an individual, bro. Because Curry, his spot solidified. I took him out the top 5. Curry was in my top 5 a month ago. I took him out my top 5. I'm not gonna move Curry so far.
You probably one of them dudes that had Kobe in your top 10 for 04-05 when they didn't even make the playoffs. I know what type of person you is. Definitely, you do that. Kobe was for sure a top 10 talent, but he wasn't a top 10 player that year. That's the same thing with Steph Curry. He's a top 10 talent, but he's not a top 10 player. And that's a difference.
This dude under me has Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in his top 10, and you're killing me about Curry.
Yes. Nah, yeah, I don't. Hey man, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just saying, why aren't we attacking Chris? Why is Shai top 10, Chris? How many Shai?
Hey, that was literally just the person I had if I was going to replace Steph. That was the only reason why.
What put Steph back in there, bro? What the hell was going on?
Like I only took him out. Like I told you, I only took him out because he was hurt. That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why.
Say Shai hurt because them OKC ain't.
Hey, they not.
But it just my thing is, Ray. It's to each his own. I mean, I'm not mad at Zion being in y'all top.
But
10.
don't act like Shai ain't eating.
Top 10 though.
Don't act like Shai ain't eating.
In my top 10 and Zion.
So what is
in my top 10?
Mitchell?
Donovan
Mitchell top 10?
Oh man.
He an honorable mention.
You think?
Hey yo.
So right now, Zion is a better player than Donovan Mitchell.
I don't think he's better, but he's playing better.
What the hell?
Honorable mention.
Hoop historians. What the hell are we doing? Y'all yelling about me about Curry. This dude.
Hold on. Hold on.
This the thing.
You don't even have Donovan Mitchell.
You confusing who I think is better versus who I think is top 10 at this very moment. Overall, I think Donovan Mitchell is better than than Zion. Yes, I do. I think a lot of players are better than him overall. This is
So
his
why are
first
you
full season. We actually getting to see Zion.
okay? So why are you dissing my top 10 when Zion is the he got the least reputation out of everybody in this
That's the
group?
only reason why people disrespecting Zion.
He has to do it. So everybody got to
He's
earn
doing
it.
it. Is he not doing it? He started doing it. Y'all still hating on him. I don't understand that.
No, it's just I can't put him above Mitchell right now.
This
I'm not
was
saying
the sole reason why they was the number one team. You can
what?
say they defense, you can say they bench, you can say all that, but
It was
you
a
take
playoff
Zion
team
off that
last year.
team.
And Donovan Mitchell, they're top 3 in the East, and they'd have beat the Celtics twice. What are we doing? Cavaliers are better than the Pelicans. What? You don't agree?
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. So it's like, why can't have it?
saying. So you saying that Donovan Mitchell's impact is bigger than Zion's impact to the Pelicans?
Yes, yes. Donovan Mitchell's impact is bigger than the Pelican. I mean, bigger than Zion. It is. I think he's a better player. I just think he's a better player right now. Zion got more potential, but
I
I
didn't
think,
say who's better. I said his impact.
bro, they got the same record. Like they like this. Say, man, you going a little you. What the
The
hell?
Cleveland Cavaliers are completely healthy. The the Pelicans is not healthy, and Zion is still getting it done. That's
Right
the
now,
difference.
that is all. That's damn near candy. But it's no way I'm putting Zion Williamson over Donovan Mitchell, a dude who has done it in the playoffs. He's had most.
Nobody is looking at the Pelicans. Nobody looking at the Pelicans if Zion gets hurt right now.
So the Cavaliers are 22-11. The Pelicans are 18-12. The Pelicans had lost 4 straight. The Cavaliers had won 5 in a row. Right now, I'll put Donovan Mitchell. And Donovan Mitchell, I think he just won Eastern Player of the Week. Like, Donovan Mitchell's been balling. Donovan Mitchell is a hooper, bro. The fact that I got him over Zion, I ain't. I don't feel like that's disrespectful. I feel like it's very appropriate. I feel like Zion top 13, top 12. He's right. He's in that discussion, but he just got to do it right. All these other guys I put above him, they done did it in the regular season, the playoffs, multiple times. I'm not just gonna send him to my top 10 just
because Mitchell done in the playoffs.
Being out the first round and actually suited up. What is Zion did?
He had one good series in his whole what's called playoff career.
What is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander did? What is Zion did? What is Zion did?
You the one who brought up that everybody I got in my top 10 has done it in the season and the playoffs. No, they have not. That's a lie.
They don't all been in the first round. They don't all been out the first round.
What is that saying?
Zion top 10 player. He ain't even been on the playoff. He ain't even been in the playoffs. You a guy who values winning in playoffs. So Zion. Okay.
I'm not saying he's a top 10 playoff player. I'm saying right now, what we see in the season so far, I feel like he's a top 10 player.
Make your argument for him being better than Mitchell. I just told you why he's not.
We literally just what's our pointing our cases out.
I just told you the Cavaliers have a better record. They on a 5-game winning streak. Pelicans are on a losing streak. Donovan Mitchell averaged more points and assists. Donovan Mitchell is just the better pure scorer. Donovan Mitchell, when he turns it on, he's a better defender. Donovan Mitchell's a better playmaker. How is Zion better than him? I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. His team is better. He's a better individual player. I feel like.
Hold on a second. So you saying he's a better player than him because he's a better playmaker? That's expected.
He's a better scorer. What? How is Zion better? Yeah. Let's get into it. How's he better?
I'm sticking with the man child. I don't care what you say.
Y'all like wow factor. Y'all like run, jump, dunk. Nigga, Zion is not better than Donovan Mitchell. It's just not. I'm not going, right? I'm not going.
Grown man.
All I'm
Y'all
gonna
just
say
like
is
Zion because he's fucking like Chris saying he the man child, but he ain't did shit. You know,
I mean he doing it officially.
yeah, that he ain't official from nowhere else.
There you go.
I mean he don't really that's all he really focused on.
Hey, but I watched that Pelicans Bucks game. He literally didn't do shit for 3 quarters until Willie Green started literally putting him in the post like a fat big man. He literally started feeding him like the fucking Al Jefferson or somebody because he couldn't do shit anywhere else on the court. And he's 6'6". I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. He's 6'6". He's not 6'10". He's not 6'11". The fact that he can't shoot from outside the paint is not good. Like he in year 3, 4. I know he's been injured, but damn, you can't use your other hand. You can't shoot from 3. You can't shoot a midi. Like I get he's dominant in the paint, but for me to say that Donovan Mitchell is better than him, I don't feel like that's disrespectful. I feel like it's appropriate. Donovan Mitchell has a great track record outside of his Utah getting out the second round. Maybe he's a great regular season player. He has some good playoff moments. It's like he's
He
still
had one
young.
good playoff and then got outplayed by Jalen Brunson. I don't want to hear that.
Hey,
This is who you fighting for?
against Zion, who hasn't done anything, yeah, this year, yeah.
So I guess Jalen Brunson better than Donovan Mitchell too, huh?
No,
He outplayed him where it counts.
you just being an ass right now. We
Are
know.
Not facts? Are those not facts?
Yeah, but I think the context.
Was Luka not hurt?
Donovan Mitchell was bullshitting. You see what happened? He ended up somewhere else. They both did. Him and Gobert. You were bullshitting. We seen
and that's a good excuse for you.
So, no, stop it. Let me ask this question: is peak Donovan Mitchell better than peak Jalen Brunson?
I don't even know.
Absolutely not.
Neither one of them has played.
Well, shit, can we see that we've seen
that they peak yet? Neither one of them at they peak. I don't believe they ain't played long enough.
The best that we've seen of those two up to this point.
Well,
the best version of Donovan Mitchell versus the best version of Jalen.
What we've seen so far, all I can say is Jalen Brunson beat Donovan Mitchell. Then
you so hard headed, bro. The fact that you so right now, I'm gonna clip this. Right now, I might even make this into a short. So who's better out of Jalen Brunson and Donovan Mitchell right now?
Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
But who outplayed who?
Okay.
It reminds me of Joe Ingles outplaying Paul George. That's what it reminded me of.
Nasty. That's nasty.
Donovan Mitchell is better than Zion Williamson, and he's solidified in my top 10. Zion is on the outside looking in. He's an honorable mention. Sorry.
That's cool.
I forgot he a Zion fan too. I don't give a damn. Let me say I'm used to it.
I don't need you to give a damn. That's cool.
Hey,
I'm rooting for my boy Zion. So they counted him out.
I'm rooting for Ingram.
I'm rooting for him. Come on now, you already know I'm rooting for him.
You know I'm an Ingram guy. I was so hurt. Fuck the Lakers, bro. But we not talking about the Lakers, but anything else y'all want to get to in the NBA world? Anything y'all just want to get killed on real quick? Anything y'all want to debate?
What was that y'all was talking about? You said you was gonna cook Chris on.
Chris don't be wanting no smoke. He don't challenge me.
What you mean? What we talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Chris is a nice guy. He don't be challenging me, man.
Shit, hey nigga, hey. Sometimes when sometimes when you just know what you know, you don't know as much. You just concede. You throw your opinion. But when you was on with me on Tuesday, you already know.
I was killing you, boy. I called you. My connection was bad. I called you. I was killing you. Ray. I'm talking about we bringing up Justin Herbert because this what happened. I said the AFC is quarterback heavy. The NFC have the better teams. And when I said Justin Herbert better than damn near every NFC quarterback, he got to mention the AFC quarterbacks to make his argument. He didn't bring up
Justin Herbert in the playoffs.
You said what?
He in the
Ain't a playoff.
he in the wild card right now. Yeah, but this
They
is
got
all
an
I was saying because I want to say before he even got to the point of him saying that they was better, I think he was just saying just like top QBs in the league, and he said Justin Herbert, and I was like, no, don't mention his name, and the only reason why I said that was because he hasn't won anything yet. That's the only reason why he ain't won
He ain't
nothing.
got to the playoffs yet.
He's in year
Exactly.
3. He's in year 3, and he got an 88% of chance of making the playoffs this year. We gotta stop doing this, bro.
Bro, but the thing,
88% of being a wild
but
card.
those same quarterbacks, the same quarterbacks that you just named, they all have gotten to the playoffs when they the first 3 years. And Lamar Jackson, who you hate to love, and you crucify, made it to the playoffs within year 3.
Name an NFC quarterback better than Justin Herbert.
Shit, nigga. If you legit ask me who I would take right now, though, I would take Jalen Hurts over him right now.
Okay, just because right now he's having
MVP level.
Yeah,
because of what?
We ain't seen that from Justin
Jalen Hurts. Who's even sniffing Herbert in the NFC? I said the NFC. You said Hurts. I'll give you Hurts, but that's it.
Jalen Hurts. We talking like a young quarterback, or just quarterback at all?
Quarterbacks, period. List them all on the board. He's second in passing yards, y'all. He's right behind Mahomes.
Man,
I don't get it. They second to last in rushing yards. That's the reason why they so fucking average. They 8-6. They
Great
good.
Quarterbacks don't make excuses. They just get it done. He ain't that shit.
He's in his third year. The only people that's better than him right now that done did it in a shorter time was Burrow and Mahomes. Two top goddamn talents that we done seen in the last 15, 20 years.
You don't even like Dak. You don't even like Dak Prescott, and he made it to the playoffs in his first year.
When you match Justin Herbert's first 3 years up against the current quarterbacks right now, you telling me his numbers and how he plays is just so much better than all these other guys? That's what you're saying?
In the NFC.
So his first 3 years better than Dak's first 3 years?
No.
It's not.
Reynard.
If his first 3 years not better than Dak's,
it's not better than Dak's. It's already not better than Jalen Hurts
right now, and Dak supposed to be in his prime. What the hell is we talking about?
I wouldn't say Dak should be in his prime.
How old is Dak?
What is he, like 30?
28, 29.
So that's not his prime, guys.
That's kind of like the decline in the NFL.
What are we doing? Y'all can't be serious, bro. I'm not comparing Justin Herbert to Dak right now. I'm not comparing Justin Herbert to Dak right now. I'm just the only thing I'm trying to make the point is that in other people's first 3 years, they have accomplished more than him. That's all. That's the only point I've been trying to prove.
They've at least made the
point. Which means,
but they're AFC quarterbacks, y'all.
But DJ, the thing about it is that all of the top AFC quarterbacks have made it to the playoffs.
Years more successful than his.
Who?
Carson Wentz.
Exactly, bro. Like, come on, DJ.
He's better than all of those people now. Y'all bringing up their first 3 years. What are they doing now?
I said he's first 3 years. That's all he played his 3 years.
No, I'm comparing I'm comparing their first 3 years. You misunderstanding the conversation. You trying to compare Justin Herbert to where they are right now. I'm just comparing the first 3 years to the first 3 years. That's all I'm saying. He hasn't even had a first 3 years than some of the quarterbacks that we shitting on right now. He hasn't. He ain't made it to the playoffs. He hasn't won.
He's only been in the league 3 years, right? He missed the playoffs twice. He's gonna make
the first 2 years, which means he better make it this year, or I'm gonna keep putting him in the same shit show that I put everybody else in. He better get in there. He better get in there.
The only person beating him in yards, let me say this again, is Patrick Mahomes. The Chargers aren't better because they've been dealing with injuries, and they have the second worst rushing game in the whole NFL. So if you give them a quarterback rushing game If you come on, bro, if you replace Keenan Allen with all them injuries, Mike Williams, Herbert even missed some games. We gotta quit doing this. Herbert is a top 3 NFL quarterback talent. He has to get the resume, but he's in year 3. We have to give him some time. He's on course to make the playoffs this year. He's second in passing yards. He has the second worst rushing offense in the whole league. So everybody knows they're going to pass, and he's still doing a great job. He's having through multiple, he hasn't through double-digit picks. He done threw over 20 plus touchdowns. Can we please give him some time before y'all? Jeez, he ain't made the play. He's making it this year, bro. Y'all calm down. He's in year 3.
He's making it. He ain't made it yet.
We gotta give him time.
He at 89%.
You don't like, if it don't happen right then and there, you're gonna criticize them. I just want you to have that same energy with every player. Some players you don't give time. Other players you got to give them time.
Lamar, I started criticizing Lamar Jackson 2 years ago.
Why are we babying?
How many years Lamar Jackson been in the league? How many years Lamar Jackson?
Babying professional.
This is 5th year.
Okay, same amount of time. So next year and going forward, if Justin Herbert don't get it done, then we can revisit this. But we got to give these dudes some time. I understand they professionals, Ray Nord.
Why do we babysit them?
I can't sit there and give him. I'm just comparing him to his contemporaries, bro.
How's that babying him by saying, well, let's give him a little bit more time? He's in year 3 and he's finna make the playoff. Y'all act like he's not in the playoff hunt. He got an 89% chance of making the playoffs. So that means he's pretty much gonna be in year 3, second in passing yards. Can we wait and see what he does in the playoffs before y'all write him off? Y'all, man, he's better than all the NFC quarterbacks right now outside of one.
Is Dak a top quarterback? He in the playoffs every year? Like, does that make him a top quarterback then?
I'm bringing up Herbert yards, and I'm bringing up where he's at in the playoffs, and I'm bringing up his trajectory.
See, I ain't even had my NFL. I wasn't prepared to talk about this shit today, but since we own it.
I'm just speaking off my goddamn brain. Hey, you ain't gonna play with me about Herbert. That's my boy. I've been watching him sophomore at Oregon, and I've been telling people he's gonna be this good. He's nice. He's good. He's good.
All I'm saying is, in these recent drafts, ain't nobody waiting no 5 goddamn years to figure out. You got till Thanksgiving of year 2. You got till Thanksgiving to get that shit together, bro. You got till Thanksgiving of year 2.
You a quarterback.
When you a quarterback, bro, you got to.
He's not the problem. That's what I'm telling y'all.
What?
He's not a problem. What's wrong with her?
So DJ, hold on, DJ. You telling me for the first time in NFL history they not gonna blame the quarterback when you're not winning?
Nah, I'm saying you can blame the quarterback. You can blame Herbert if you want to, but come on, bro. He's getting, bro. He's.
He just said he is not.
Chris,
no.
Chris, it's the same guy who gonna go to bat. Let's go with Tony Romo too. So
absolutely not. No.
Romo.
If you let DJ tell it, Tony Romo is a top 5 quarterback all time.
Yeah, he's my favorite player of all time just because it's sentimental. We was trash until we got Tony Romo, bro. I just sat through Vinny Testaverde. I remember we were so happy when Quincy Carter, decent playing ass, was here. We like, oh, Quincy Carter,
he was decent. He was hot all the time.
Man, come on, man.
Come on, bro. You look, man. I know you done followed this dude since goddamn. I know you done followed this dude since goddamn me whenever the fuck. But come on, bro. We gotta cut this out now. He in year 3. All I'm saying is he gotta get that shit done this year. And if he don't, it's gonna be some question marks around that shit. I don't give a damn how goddamn talented you are.
Quarterbacks getting 4 years. Didn't Aaron Rodgers sit for 2?
He sat, but Justin Herbert has started. That's the difference.
And Justin Herbert has never been trash. He's been a top 10 passer since his rookie year. He hasn't won, but he's on pace to get into the playoffs right now. He's in year 3, and now we finna judge him from this point on.
It's a difference.
I'm judging him from game 1. Because the fact of the matter is, when he came into the league, it wasn't. When he came into the league, he literally had Patrick Mahomes to worry about. Josh Allen wasn't going off like that. Lamar Jackson was in the playoffs, but he didn't even have to play Lamar really like that. So he's had no excuses. The Raiders had one good year, and you still missed the play. They had one good year last year, and he still missed the playoffs. I'm not going for that, bro. These new quarterbacks, if they come in starting, bro, you got till Thanksgiving of the second year, and if I don't see something by then, bro, something has to change.
Hold on. So Justin Herbert finna make his third Pro Bowls, his third straight Pro Bowl in 3 years, and you ain't seen that yet.
Flukes.
Is he
The
all
flukes.
Pro 3 times?
Flukes. I don't
Is he
give a
an
shit
all
about
pro
that
3
Pro
times?
Bowl.
Is he an all pro 3 times, DJ?
Y'all is fucking killing me, bro.
Is he all pro? If he is, then
I'm finna see, bro. Because I can't
Flukes.
believe the dude that's in year 3 and he's on pace.
people respect all pro more than they respect the Pro Bowl. That's all I'm
But
saying.
go look, bro. Go look at the top quarterbacks
If he
that have been
all-pro,
taken in like the past.
okay.
That have been taken like the past 3-4 years, and the ones that have started. They have went to the playoffs with literally anyone that they is going to the future with has went to the playoffs. The main shit, 2 recently, or maybe even 3 that have gotten kicked to the curb has been Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, and Zach Wilson. And Justin Herbert, who you love so much, is about to be in the same category with them. Come on, all I'm saying is he got to win. That's all I'm saying. He go to the playoffs, I'll be able to have a completely different perspective on him. But
okay, this is what happened. His first year, he didn't make the Pro Bowl, but he swept. He got all 3 of the Offensive Rookie of the Year awards.
Yeah, he got the Offensive Rookie of the Year awards. I remember that
all
year.
3 of them, and he made the Pro Bowl year 2, and he's gonna make the Pro Bowl and the playoffs in year 3. He's progressing. God damn.
He got his first all pro this year.
But DJ, all I'm saying is that we have all these players that have got to the playoffs within their second year.
Listen. So
but hold on. But before you even go, that running game that you talking about, they had that last year and he still couldn't get it. And Mike Williams and Keenan Allen was both healthy last year, and he still couldn't get in there.
Say, man. So year 1, he swept all the Offensive Rookie of the Years, right? Right? Can we agree? It's a fact, right?
He did that.
Listen. Okay. So he swept all the Offensive Rookie of the Years, year 1. Year 2, he made a Pro Bowl, right?
Okay.
Right? So from year 1 to year 2, he got better. Year 3, he's second in passing yards, right? Gonna make another Pro Bowl, and he's gonna get into the playoffs. It seems like he's getting better every year, right?
And before we go any further, just so that we can compare him, before we go any further, just so we can compare him to his contemporaries, the 2 out of the 4 quarterbacks that are pretty much he can be compared to in his class, and Joe Burrow, Tua, Justin Herbert, and Jalen Hurts. Since the next quarterback wasn't taken to round 4 and ain't none of them playing, Jalen Hurts has gotten to the playoffs and Joe Burrow has gotten to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So right now his contemporary is Tua.
Bro,
and they both is on the verge of making it. No. I'm saying in the sense, like, if you're talking about anybody else that we can compare him to in his quarterback draft class, that was his draft class. And at the end of the day, motherfuckers was looking at goddamn Miami crazy when they didn't take Justin Herbert. So if Justin Herbert don't go to the playoffs and he's had weapons, it's not like he's had bums. That's all I'm saying. It's like you've had the weapons. They've drafted you offensive linemen. They went and got you pieces on the offense. You got to go get it done. You got to go do it. Like, talent is one thing, bro, but I need to see it. It's got to come into fruition.
He's getting better every year. I don't see what more do you want. What more do you want? He's finna get to the. Can we start from here, then, Chris? Then we can pick this back up because
hold on. What you always say? What you always say? A little more. I need a little more. I need a little more. He always get right. He get right there and then don't slammed on him. I need a little more before I can start talking about him like that.
Okay. So you said. So what's his biggest problem? He ain't been to the playoffs. He's gonna get you to the playoffs right this year. He's number 2 in passing yards this year. He's going to be another top. He's going to be a second-time Pro Bowler in 3 years after sweeping all the Offensive Rookie of the Year awards, right? So if he's consistently getting better, it still shouldn't be no knock against him because he's still getting better. He's in year 3.
He just needs to get to the playoffs. If we get to the playoffs, then we can He's in there. It's still DJ. The shit can change.
It's 89%. Stop it.
The shit can change, bro. But the Chargers do Charger things. It's like games that they supposed to just clear cut, win, and blow niggas out. They don't. That's all I'm saying. It can change from now to the end of the season.
Next week? You doing a football episode next week?
I'm doing one.
I'm gonna cook you.
That's bro. No, you're not. No, you're not. I'm sorry.
I'm cooking.
Justin Herbert ain't won a goddamn thing. I'm goddamn sick of it. Y'all are not gonna put this man somewhere he don't belong. I don't give a fuck about that all.
Who's a better passer than him?
Who's a better passer?
Yes.
Shit, right now I'll take Joe Burrow over him because he's more accurate. If you talking deep ball, of course he has a deep ball on him, but shit, some of the balls get away from him.
Burrow is more clutch. He's not a better passer. I trust Burrow more. I love Burrow. I love Burrow. I'm a fan of Burrow. That's personally. I feel like Burrow is better than Herbert, but I feel like Herbert more skilled. But it's like, I mean, if the only quarterbacks better than him are Jalen Hurts, who's in MVP conversation, Mahomes, a former MVP and a Super Bowl champion, and Joe Burrow, a Super Bowl runner-up, I'm okay with that. Herbert's a top 5 quarterback, dude, and he's in year 3, and he's getting better, and he's got.
I'm not putting him up there.
Oh, jeez, I'm gonna talk to y'all.
I'm sorry.
I'm talking to y'all, man. Anything else y'all want to say? Cover. Because this is.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I like that shit in black and white.
What's the hole in his game? I don't see. What's the hole in his game?
You know what? We gon'. Yeah, because I'm gonna have to go back and look at some games because I can go. I'm gonna have to go back and piece some shit up, and I'll this is good. This is good. This is good because I've been talking shit about this nigga all year because he been fucking up some of my fantasy games. So I can go back and look at all of them.
And I'm gonna bring up some Lamar stats too. I'm bringing them with me.
Bring them. Please do. And please do.
And this will be it.
Coordinator, idiot.
For who?
For the Ravens.
You said what?
The Ravens offensive coordinator is an idiot.
Oh yeah, he's a dumbass. They fired the wrong one, but I ain't gonna get into it right now.
This would be all for episode 4 of Hoopy Stories podcast. I'm being Noseball. It's Ray. It's White Boy Chris.
And there was no cooking that went on here today. He burned down the house. He burned down the house.
You conceded.
He burned down the house.
All right, y'all. It's been fun.
All right.